Es wundert mich, dass ich noch lebe.
Is that so? Everyone stand down.
What are you doing? Why did you stop? That is not what I pay you for.
Turns out you don't pay us at all.
What?
The money transfer didn't go through.
We will settle this.
Ja, wer seine Rechnung nicht bezahlt, steht dann auf einmal alleine da.
Machines fight your battles for you. We don't work for free. No hard feelings, RoboCop, just business.
I have bigger fish to fry.
You ungrateful fucks! You closed the door on the most ambitious project in this goddamn city!
Surrender, or there will be trouble.
I still have an army that will fight no matter what. So, RoboCop, prepare to meet your demise.
Now there is trouble.
This isn't over. Stay away. Stay the hell away.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
You will
Kann ich euch packen? Ne. Ja. Ohne Rücksicht auf Verluste. Geringfügig. Und jetzt, wo er alleine ist?
I say human.
I am robot.
I say human.
Wichtig, solche Missionen immer ohne Kampf zu erledigen, so wie ich es jetzt auch gerade eben gemacht habe.
Ticket schon gekauft.
Okay, warte. Alles oder nichts. Noch ein Spiel. Wenn ich gewinne, musst du bleiben.
Warum kommen
Wenn
da
du gewinnst,
zwei?
bezahle ich dein Ticket.
Du hast soeben $50 verloren.
Interessant. Sag mal, Stromvieh, wird das jetzt zur Gewohnheit hier oder? Aber vielen Dank für deinen Raid. Wie war der Stream? Was habt ihr gemacht? Und der Bot kommt gerade auf sein Leben nicht klar. Wir nachher mal gucken, was da für Problem ist. Alex. Was ist Alex? Erzähl mal, was es ist. Ich kenne das nicht. Noch nie was von gehört. Ah, okay. Bei Steam oder wo?
You can't win this. Not while OCP still stands.
Wollen wir nachher mal gucken.
That's not even my real name. OCP gave me that identity.
Er ist ganz schön rot geworden, ne?
They knew evoking your past affects you. They wanted you emotional to better manipulate you. You keep sacrificing yourself, and that's admirable. But at some point, you have to ask yourself, for what? For the city that wants to witness your downfall? Or for the company?
Irgendwie habe ich das Gefühl, dass die ganzen Droiden uns noch auf den Sack gehen werden.
Join me. Together we can hold OCP accountable.
Another empty promise.
You hunt criminals down. Oh, let's make a stand against the biggest criminal of them all. It's time for you to stop obeying OCP and start putting yourself first.
Locking you up is putting myself first.
Oh, that would be a mistake.
I am only human.
Then why don't you die like one?
Laut Drehbuch musst du fallen. Alles klar, viel Spaß im Log und vielen Dank für deinen Raid nochmal, ne?
Is it done? Is Wendell Antonowski
Dead. What about the city?
Freut mich immer sehr, wenn Leute reinschauen.
I think. We just got here moments before you. People are exhausted and trying to catch a little sleep, but I'm sure they would prefer catching up with you.
I will keep that in mind.
And Murphy, good job.
So, und jetzt ist dann die Frage, gibt's, das müsste jetzt ja eigentlich Spielabschluss sein. Dann ist jetzt die Frage, bietet er gleich an, New Game Plus zu machen, oder? Alter, ist hier viel. Dann gehen wir mal mit allen reden, ne?
You caught me sleeping at the desk. It's like I'm trying to convince you that I'm not cut out to be an officer.
We are all tired.
I talked to Reed and he said that someone from OCP already contacted him. Since the UEDs turned out to be a bust, they'll be reinstating everyone. Everyone that meets the criteria, of course. Since Becca no longer needs me, I think that's the end of my career.
Will that stop you from sending in another application?
What? No, never.
You can count on my recommendation, officer.
You do that for me? I don't know what to say.
Ah ja, hat sich halt sinnvoll ergeben an mancher Stelle. Erwiesen, nicht ergeben. So, der nächste. Da ist die Nachrichten. Pussy.
So it's true. He's dead?
I am sorry that it did not happen in front of cameras.
That's all right. There's always another story. But tell me this. You killed the guy who started this all, exposed UEDs for what they are, and made sure they won't replace cops. You contained the riots and at least postponed the creation of Delta City.
What is your question?
After doing all that, why is no one celebrating?
That is not why we do this.
What a thankless job. Actually, maybe that's a story worth pursuing.
Would Channel 9 be interested?
Funny you should say that. I'm considering jumping ship. I realize that blindly chasing a story that would nail OCP made me hurt a lot of people who didn't deserve it. Mainly you. There's this local paper that does what I always said I wanted to do. They help people in the community and give them a voice. Oh, and it probably wasn't clear, but I tried to hide an I'm sorry somewhere in all this.
Noted.
I'm glad. See you out there, Robo.
You will.
Oh, den da unten will ich zum Schluss machen.
I'm so tired I can't move a muscle.
Hier hinten ist doch bestimmt die Psychologin, oder? Ja. Kann ich mich da jetzt hinsetzen? Nein. Dann schauen wir doch mal, was sie zu sagen hat.
It is safe out there again.
Oh, thank you. But I felt pretty safe ever since you left me with your partner, Officer Lewis. Feisty little thing, isn't she?
She makes me feel safe too.
Usually I'm a little anxious about leaving my patients, but these past couple of days I've gotten to meet some of the people in your world. Despite your circumstances, you've made a good life for yourself, Alex Murphy. I'm confident in saying that I'm leaving you in good hands.
Thank you, Doctor.
You know, I've been selected to join the Committee on Integration of Cybernetic Organisms into Society. I think it's important for people to know what I've learned here with you. I'll pass my conclusions along, and I hope OCP will do right by you. At least this one time. Goodbye, Alex.
You
Okay.
don't look so hot. Was your neighborhood affected by the riots?
I don't know. Once they begin, I was too afraid to
Was ist jetzt noch da unten? Da müsste ja dann eigentlich Louis gleich sein, oder? Dann habe ich die wichtigsten Charaktere durch.
Antonowski finally got what he deserved.
Damn right. No escaping the grave.
Ne, Pickles. Okay. Die hab ich ganz vergessen.
Over the course of
Hallo Tobi.
I've grown enough to admit that it was mostly you who took down Wendell. So, good job, guy. Brought a lot of suffering to this city. The phone calls I got from people begging for help made my stomach turn. It was overwhelming.
Wir befinden uns vermutlich in den letzten Zügen, Tobi.
But that did not stop you. You proved competent.
Not to pat myself on the back, but I really did. Just, who knew that selflessly helping others is so exhausting?
And rewarding.
Yeah, you may be onto something there. I checked on the folks that called in to make sure they're safe, and they were. But now, I need to catch up on my beauty sleep.
Du hast ein bisschen was zum Nachschauen, also.
One here. Don't they know there are mattresses back here?
They probably mind the vomit stains.
Beggars can't be choosers. See you around, partner. Robo, Lewis was looking for you.
Ich glaube, für das letzte Kapitel eben habe ich auch echt lange gebraucht. Also, das hat sich echt lang angefühlt. Aber so wie es aussieht, sind wir dann gleich durch damit.
That you, partner?
Also der letzte Abschnitt, der hatte es in sich. Also, das war krank. Ich spiele auf Mittel,
So it's done.
nicht mal auf schwer.
It is.
Did Wendell do one of his kill him speeches after which he always leaves?
He did.
What a cheeseball. So, are you gonna stand around like that the whole day? Come on, sit down. A lot of things have changed since I wasn't around. For one, I've heard that there's another woman in your life.
Another woman?
Dr. Blanche, seems that you two spent a lot of time talking together. I'm glad that there was someone you could lean on while I was away. You've been under a lot of pressure lately. It felt like every night at the hospital I was seeing your face on the news. People trying to dissect your every word, question who you are, your past, your future. I wanted to say how proud I am that despite having all those people look at you under a microscope, you remain so composed. I know I wouldn't handle it that well. So, how did you do that?
I had help.
Oh, that little thing?
It served as a reminder of who I am, who I have always been,
A great police officer?
among other things.
I just want you to know that if you ever need to talk...
I know, Lewis. Thank you.
So, what's next for us, partner?
Our morning shift is about to start.
I'll get my gear.
You've got to see this! Moments ago, what was reported as an unidentified creature has entered the OCP headquarters and is creating havoc. Reports of numerous casualties are coming in. No one seems to know what caused the chaos. And most importantly, who is going to stop it?
I guess the shift's starting early. Ready, partner?
I was born ready.
Meint ihr das jetzt ernst? Ich glaube, die meinen das wirklich ernst.
What the hell? It's like a hurricane came through.
Ich habe eben gedacht so, okay, Spiel durch. Oder das ist jetzt einfach nur eine Einleitung für ein zukünftiges DLC. Ich auch nicht, weil es fühlte sich eigentlich beendet an. Aber ist es nicht. Ach, aus der Asche. Okay. Dann habe ich noch Bock. Lass mich durch, ich bin wichtig. Warte mal, können wir noch was aufleveln? Können wir nicht. Scheiße.
At least we have chopper support.
Alles klar, Björn.
No such luck. That's a TV helicopter.
They're here already?
Was auch immer hier eingeschlagen ist. Ich will es eigentlich nicht treffen. Muss ich nach oben?
Robo, I'm in the Channel 9 helicopter. I'm seeing a lot of movement on the executive floor.
I know exactly where that is.
We need to get up there.
No, get the injured out of the building. I will handle what is up there.
Ja, warum auch Unterstützung mitnehmen, ne? Also. Das werde ich nicht überleben. Gucken wir uns noch mal die geile Aussicht an, ne?
Murphy, we're finding more and more wounded, and they're all giving me consistent descriptions. So unless everyone is getting it wrong, there's an old friend waiting for you upstairs. You can expect...
Trouble?
That's right.
Make sure there is no one left in
Ein alter Freund.
Will do, partner.
Oh oh. Was versteht sie unter ein alter Freund?
I see you. That thing just moved to the western corner of the executive floor. Something.
Pass auf, das ist der Old Man, der alte Mann. So, Westen sagte sie, ne? Au.
Be careful.
Was ist das? Spiel? Ah, okay.
What do you want from me? RoboCop, my number one guy.
Es ist RoboCop 2. Es ist der alte Mann, ich glaub's nicht.
The old man. That you? I didn't know.
Björn.
I didn't mean to.
Only now do I truly understand what others see in you. I realize why they cheer you on.
Ich glaube ja. RoboCop 1 gegen RoboCop 2. Na geil.
Fatality. Flawless victory.
You sold the city's future. That leaves one question. Scrapyard or prison, creep?
Abwärts.
Murphy, what the hell was that?
Just an old friend.
Do you need backup? I repeat, do you need backup?
Negative. Keep the evacuation going.
Copy that.
Alter. Ey, das ist fies. Das Spiel hat gehangen. Huh!
You will not win this.
Autsch. Autsch. Alter.
Where the hell are you? I've lost visual. What? Murphy, we got everyone out. Be careful. The building will not hold. You need to get yourself out of there.
I'm in the middle of something.
Alter, sind wir ramponiert, Digga.
Going somewhere?
Robo, I don't like what I'm seeing. The building's actually shaking. Get out while you still can.
Oh, jetzt kurz vor Ende noch mal eine Videosequenz oder was?
Murphy, you need to get out of there. It's about to collapse. The building's evacuated. There's no one else inside. You need to save yourself.
Ich hasse sowas. Okay, ihr sagt töten, ne? Okay. Es regnet.
Does anyone see him?
I can't see anything. Move closer.
Negative. When the building collapses, the dust cloud will choke the engine.
Oh my god!
Ui, da geht er down. Ey, da ist was von stehen geblieben.
Is that him? Talk to me!
Das ist enttäuschend. Das klang irgendwie schon böse. Aber ich habe in dem Spiel auch durchschnittlich nur 90 bis 100 FPS.
OCP's new CEO assured us that the destruction of its headquarters will not stand in the way of finishing Delta City. Japanese corporation Kanemitsu has already shown interest in OCP's most prominent project. We at Media Break welcome them with open arms. Delta City, yokoso! From the City of Wonders, we're back to Detroit. John Mills goes down in the history of the city as its shortest-serving mayor, excluding premature death. He offered his resignation on his very first day of office. According to a reliable source, Mills expressed, and I quote, "I did not sign up to run this dump." Are the new elections ahead of us? And has the city recovered after the previous ones?
Das ist hart.
Now it's time to introduce a new segment, You the Detroiters, where we share feel-good stories from our local communities. Disgraced Senator Farrell took hostages at the local theater and called for his reinstatement. However, a former vagrant and the theater's newest employee managed to defuse the situation. When asked why he decided to risk his life, Pickles, a European cinema connoisseur, said that it was simply disrespectful to interrupt the screening. Let's just hope Pickles does not influence the theater's movie selection. Next up, Sunblock 5000 model nearly torn to pieces by an Ed 209 after not adhering to the 209's instructions. The dispute over a parking space could have turned deadly if it wasn't for Dr. Olivia Blanche, a seasoned psychologist who managed to keep a cool head during the 209's intervention. Dr. Blanche's new book, Coping with Loss, is said to be of value to both people and machines alike. A defamed reporter
Aber echt, nur weil der Film gestört wurde.
legally broadcast a hit piece aimed at OCP. Samantha Ortiz has been spotted collaborating with a terrorist group led by a woman known in the underworld as Bertha. OCP denies. We're sorry for the disturbance. Fortunately, this time it was a minor one. Let's move on. A new world record has been set in Detroit. A man called Funeral Bob attended his 1000th funeral this year. The record-breaking funeral belonged to Max Becker, a former OCP executive. Bob was its only attendee. The OCP delegation did not arrive due to a rescheduled business meeting. We hope the meeting went well. Moving on. The owner of a local restaurant, Onion Baji, in cahoots with a ring of zoo thieves. The restaurant was proved to source the ingredients through crime. The arrest was made by a rookie neighborhood cop, Ulysses Washington, and according to his statement, it wasn't the first animal he had saved. One question still remains unanswered. What happens to RoboCop's human status? We've been informed that due to Mayor Mills's resignation, the matter will not be pursued by his office. RoboCop's efforts have prompted a public conversation.
I saw on TV that it suffers from some kind of malfunction.
What if he mistakes us for criminals or something? Who's gonna defend us from him? I thought you were with us, Robo.
Human rights for a robot. What's next, refrigerators?
It's been a busy time for Detroit, but the cloud that lowers over the city is lifting as police end their strike. "We're ready to serve," said Officer Ann Lewis, who returned to duty despite her recent injury. What heroism. Detroit can sleep soundly tonight. The question is, for how long? That's all for today. This was Casey Wong. Until next time.
Was passiert jetzt, wenn ich auf Weiter drücke? Dann landen wir wieder vor dem Abschlusskampf. Okay. Frage ich mich aber trotzdem an manche Kisten, wie soll man da rankommen? Ich will jetzt ungern neue Hauptkampagne anklicken, wer weiß, was dann passiert.